guys, Sarah Sampson here, beauty influencer with Pharmacy USA and leader of Team Glitz Mavens. I have got to be really honest with you. This live makes me super nervous. It's a topic that I have not really wanted to cover, not because it's not important, but it's really difficult because there's like this super fine line between, you know, telling people what to and not to say and guidance, and I never really wanted to cross that line. So I'm going to be very careful in this conversation. So today I want to talk to you about keeping things positive. It's very easy in this industry to have products that you love and products that you don't love, companies that you love and companies that you don't love. But we need to censor ourselves to an extent. A lot of times our opinions are great when it comes to those smaller crowds. If you're talking to one or two people and you're sharing your opinions and they know exactly how you feel about this company and that company and whatever company, that's great. Even when like affiliating, you gotta be careful, right? You don't want people to think, oh, you're sharing these products, but you don't even like them, right? So we have to be really careful both inside this group and on our personal pages what we are saying and how we are saying it. So that is why a lot of times in one-on-one calls with people on trainings, I'm very careful to say, share what you love, don't talk about what you don't love. And that goes as well for reviews, especially when you are representing a company, only because people see those and it's not the good stuff that you say that they remember, it's those negative things. They're going to take, oh, she didn't like this product because I don't know, but the stay matte didn't stay matte enough, or the spray didn't spray enough. You know, I know that sounds really silly. I'm just making stuff up. I'm pulling things out of my hat. But for instance, if I were to get on and I was sharing this product and put it on my face and saying, "Oh, I don't really like it," what am I telling people? What type of trust am I going to be building with them? Because then they're going to be like, "But you're using it anyway." For instance, many of you know I'm not like a huge fan of the silver primer. I use it, I like it, but I prefer the purple. That's a preference. And yes, everyone has a preference. Everyone has something that they love more. But instead of coming in here or going on my private page or my profile, whatever, my public, it's actually public, my public profile, and saying, I don't really like this product. I kind of use it, but I don't like it. It's just I have it. What am I telling people? I'm telling people that I'm still going to share products with them whether or not I think they're good or not. And that's not okay. So I just don't talk about that primer. And the reality is I do like it. It's just not my favorite of the two. I do prefer the purple. But people don't need to know that. People need to know I love the purple one. They don't need to know what I think of anything else, right? So it's the same thing with any of the products. Say you're really into makeup. Share the makeup. I have this ability. I'm really lucky in the sense that I homeschool and I'm a stay-at-home mom, so I do a lot of cleaning. I also wear makeup, but I also have a husband, so I have I have a wide range of kids too. So like I have a toddler. She uses the baby supplies. So I have a little bit of a play area because I can share the cleaning supplies. I love skincare. I can share the skincare. I can share the men's products. I can talk about the cleaning supplies because I do love them. Not everyone is so lucky, and I do understand that. Not everyone is in the same boat, and I understand that. But when we are representing a company online, when we are representing our own brand, a good rule of thumb is keep it positive. What I mean is share what you love, don't share what you don't. Even if you want to review a product, review what you like. Tell people what you do like about it. You can maybe say a few things about what you're not sure about. You can just be like, I'm not sure how I feel about this yet. That's okay. I reviewed the mascara, the new one, not the vegan one, but the double lash when I first got it, and I wasn't like super excited about it. People saw that. But I was also very open in that review that, hey, sometimes it takes me a couple tries to really like something. So I let people see me try it a couple times, experience it a couple times. And then when they saw, hey, she gave it more than one shot and, oh, she's starting to like it. It was a genuine, oh, she likes it, because I do. I didn't necessarily love it when I first tried it, but I do love it now. But I allowed people to see that progression, because yeah, I know. And the other part of this is when you start sharing your negative opinions of something, whether or not that's everyone's experience, whether or not that's how everyone feels, there are going to be people out there who hear your opinion of this and write off pharmacy and write off our products before they ever get the opportunity to try them. Because a lot of times, and this is natural, this is very natural, I do the same thing. I hear a million positive things, but then that negative thing gets said, and that's what sticks in my mind. I'm like, but they didn't like this, so maybe it's not as good as they think it is. And that's what salivates in my mind. It's not the good stuff that they said. It's the negative. So we gotta be really careful about how we present things, even if we don't like something. Or if you like something but you don't love certain parts of it, just share what you do like. Share the positives of that, or just don't share it at all. Because how we speak about our products 100% affects our ability to recruit in this business. It affects our ability to sell product in this industry. And it affects how people look at us as a trustworthy influencer, a trustworthy what's the word? See, I got my brains all over the place, but like, for people to see us as someone that they want to go to, they have to trust us. And if we're sharing products that we don't love, and we're very open about that, and we talk about the negative side of things, and then turn around and show that product later, and maybe don't still love it, or maybe we do end up loving it, but we don't allow people to see that journey. And sometimes people don't see that journey. They hear the one thing. I've fallen into this trap before. I'm not immune to this. And I know you guys know this. I'm not immune to this. We're all human. Stuff happens. But I want this to be like a really good, safe place where we can talk about things. But I want us to save negativity and the stuff we don't like for the private chats. Come to me. I don't care. Like, say whatever you want to me. It goes to me, whatever. It doesn't affect me whatsoever. I'm at a point where, like, I already have my opinion of products. That's cool. But then you have new people coming in, or you have new people viewing the products who don't already have an opinion and don't know where they stand. And it's very easy for people to get in their ear and give them an opinion. For instance, I had someone try the products. They liked them. They didn't know how they felt about them. And then someone came to them outside of pharmacy, and they were like, oh, but it's nothing better than what you can get at Target. And now that's 100% what she believes. And I can't blame her, not because I agree, but because it's very easy for people to take those people that they trust in their life, hear what they say, and take it very deeply to heart. So if you're representing a company, but there's a bunch of stuff you don't like, and you're like, well, I only like this one thing, share the one thing. Share it. By all means. I know people who've made it in this business sharing nothing but the mascara. I know people in this business who have made it sharing nothing but the Stay Matte foundation. And you would think that all they did was spam people with this stuff. And maybe they did. But they shared what they were excited about and what they were happy with. You don't have to review everything. I, for sure, do not review everything. I use products. I use just about as many of the products from pharmacy as I can, so I can get a feel for them. I can tell people my experience. But if I don't love something, it's better for me not to say anything at all than it is for me to share what I didn't like. So, I just want us to be really focusing on those positive things that we do love about pharmacy, the things that do excite us about pharmacy. And if there's something that we have that maybe doesn't excite us and we don't really like, don't let it bother you. And if someone comes to you and asks you about this product and they want to buy it, let them buy it. Or if you have an opinion and they ask for it, by all means, that's your prerogative. At that point, it's a private conversation, but you don't ever want anyone hopping onto a video and the first thing they see is, oh, she doesn't even like her own product. You know what I mean? So it's a very fine, like, so I mean, that's what I meant when I said, when I started this video, it's a very, very fine line between telling people what to say and what not to say, and just guidance. My guidance for you is try and stick to the things you do love. Talk about the things that get you excited, that are positive. And if you don't like something, talk to me about it. It's fine. Complain to the company about it. You can write them a ticket and tell them how you feel. They will listen. They do listen to us. 100% listen to us. So you can always do that. Talk to people privately. But when it comes to collective, you want this positive air around you because you want people to feel like you are confident in this company, that you are confident in our products. Because there are things that all of us love about this company. I know there is. So pick those things you love and are confident about. For instance, all of December, all I've talked about all month long, it's not even a new product, is our Be Fit and our Luminous. That's all I've talked about all month long. I'm about to switch it up today because I'm about to go live and do BB and Stay Matte, but I had to change it up a little bit. I can't do the same thing all the time. But I'm talking about things that I like, and I'm talking about things that get me excited. And I think a lot of it has more to do with presentation versus what exactly we're trying to say. It's how it's being said. And of course, I'm really terrible at wording things, and I do apologize if I'm offending anyone. That's not at all what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to I'm not picking on anyone. I'm not pulling out anything in particular. There's been things all over Facebook lately. So this is just something that I've just seen recently across different companies, not even just pharmacy. And I wanted to address it here, not because it's something that's necessarily happening, but I want to get ahead of the problem. I hope that makes sense. I want to get ahead of it before it becomes something that happens, because I've seen it break people's businesses because they don't love something and then they talk about that. And then people are like, well, do you really like this other product? Or are you just kind of saying you do because you're with the company? This, like I said, I'm just trying to get ahead of an issue. I'm not trying to talk to anyone in particular. I feel like I always have to reiterate this because it always comes across like I am, but I'm not. I have seen people from several different companies, from makeup to healthcare recently, and they're sharing products, but then they're talking about how much they don't like something within their company, and it makes it very, very hard to look at them as the authority. That's the word I was going for earlier. If people want to see you as the authority, they want to be able to trust you. It makes it really hard for me to see those people in that industry now as someone that I would take as an authority, only because they're kind of circling a little bit. They're saying one thing, but they're doing another, and it makes it very difficult to follow. So that's kind of where I was going with that. Keep it positive. Just share the positives. I love pharmacy. I love their BB cream. I love their terracotta blush powder. I love their red love lipstick. And ignore the stuff you don't. Just don't leave it. Just leave it at the door. No one has to know about it. Doesn't have to care. And if you're talking privately with someone, it's okay. Go ahead. By all means. By all means. Tell me. Tell your friends. It's okay. I'm not saying don't do that. All I'm saying is when you are live or when you're in the group collectively, just because there are so many different people coming in and out of your profile and in and out of the group, I want it to be positive for you guys so that we're not impacting people in a negative way. We don't want them to see the company negatively. We don't want them to see the products negatively. Are there things that could be improved? Always, with any company, with every single company I've ever been with, there's always something that can be improved. Always. 100%. Pharmacy is not excluded from that. I can't lie and say that it is. Are there a million things that I love about this company? Yes. Are there things that could change and be fixed? Totally. But they're working hard every single day to do those things for us. So instead of complaining, I choose those things that I love versus saying, oh, I don't really like this product. I won't be able to use it. Why? What is that here for? They should just get rid of it. And I'm telling you, I'm hearing this across companies. I've heard it in a couple chats recently. It's going around. I'm telling you, 100%. This is something that's been on my mind for a good month. I've been so scared to talk about it because I, one, never want anyone in this group to think that I'm talking to them, like one-on-one specifically, because I'm not. And two, it's such a really difficult topic to tread because I want the group to stay a positive place. I want us to be excited to come here. I want us to feel like it's a safe place to go. And I was so terrified to talk about this, you all. Like, oh, this topic scared me. And like, I know a couple of us have had one-on-one conversations about it, but that's neither here nor there. I am not someone who's gonna like come on here and call someone out publicly. That's rude. That's why I was really terrified to have this conversation. Because sometimes I know like only a select few of you guys even watch these, and I never, ever, 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 ever want you to think I'm talking to you, ever. And like I said, this was something I've seen across social media recently with several different companies, and I just wanted to get ahead of it because it's very easy to fall into that same trap where you see some products, you love some of them, you don't love all of them, and instead of focusing on the ones you love, you kind of start talking about the ones you don't. That's where I'm trying to get ahead of. So talk about those ones you do love, focus on those. A few of us have actually sat down and made lists of things that we love. Stick to your lists, no big deal. No one's going to care if you're not using the newest product because it's not your thing. No one's going to care if you don't use the cleaning supplies because they're not your thing. Because it's going to actually narrow your niche down and allow you to work with those people and find those customers who really connect with you on that level, because maybe they're not into those things either. That's just kind of how the industry works. For me, I can associate with the stay-at-home mom, the homeschooling mom who has a million things to clean every day and needs those cleaning supplies, but wants to look cute too. And that's what I share. I share kind of a little bit of everything, but it's stuff I use. You're not going to catch me talking about the laundry products. To me, I don't use those. You're not going to catch me talking about, like I said, the primer. You're not going to catch me talking about all these things that maybe don't necessarily get me excited, that I like, but I'm not like, oh yeah, laundry detergent. Okay, get the stuff that gets you excited and talk about it. Talk about the Zen. Can I tell you, $8.90, and it's like one of the best mascaras I've ever used. And I love all of the mascaras, don't get me wrong, but I use Zen the most. But find those things that get you super excited and talk about them. Okay, so let's just keep it positive. I want to keep it positive throughout the group. I want to see you guys keeping it positive on your pages. You guys are doing wonderful. Let's be very clear. Y'all are doing this already. Okay, it's kind of like those days when my pastor has conversations in church and he's like, we don't have this problem, but it's something I want to talk about before we have this problem. He does this all the time. I'm not even kidding you. He's like, we're lucky here. I believe the same thing. We are lucky here in our team to have very positive people, very positive outlook, with a very positive outlook, who are able to focus on those things they love. All I'm here to do is get ahead of the problem with this team that we're so lucky to be on, so that if we don't drift into a direction we don't want to go to. Okay, that's where I'm going with that. I hope this resonates. I hope this makes sense, because heaven knows I'm the worst with wording, but I do feel incredibly lucky to be on this team. I love every single one of you who is in here in this group, and even those that are on our team who aren't in this group. Adore every single one of y'all, and I just want us to keep going in the right direction, and I want us to stay positive. I want us to share those things about the company and the products that excite us, and forget about the rest, because heaven knows, and Danny said it yesterday in her training, like, not everyone's going to love everything. Something that's for her may not be for me, and vice versa. That's okay. But I want to, keep it a positive space. Keep smiling, keep sharing what you love, keep your excitement, and people are going to feel that. People are going to feel your excitement to be in this company. And if you're not 100% in it, they're going to feel that too. So, hope that helps. Hope that clarifies. And again, I feel like at the very end of this video, I finally caught what I was trying to say. We're lucky to be on a team who is positive. I just want us to stay in that direction and not drift. Okay, so I'm going to let you guys go. Stay positive. Keep going. Keep doing great work. I'm so proud of every single one of you. So proud to be on a team with every single one of you. And again, I'm Sarah Sampson. team leader of Glitz Mavens and Beauty Influencer with Pharmacy USA. Thank you guys for joining. And if you are on YouTube, be sure to subscribe. And if you are here on Facebook, click the three dots at the top of the page and click on all notifications so that you never miss a video. And I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.